Hi, this is 1-2 Films. This is my collection so far of my WWE/WWF VHSs, Blu-rays, DVDs. So, yeah. Let's start off with the VHSs. First one is Super Tape 92. I haven't really seen this full. I just picked it up because it's collection. And I believe the master copy has been burnt out and everything, so it's really hard to find. And I got it for like £2 off the market. So for that, it's really, really cheap, and for that, it's a great deal. Next one is WrestleFest 95. I got this for £2 as well. I haven't really seen this, so I can't really say about it. But yeah, it's a very good deal for it. Next up is Fully Loaded. The First Blood match, which I believe is Stone Cold versus The Undertaker. Yeah. Stone Cold loses, Stone Cold has to quit, I believe, and I think Vince McMahon has to lose as well. I'm not really too sure. But yeah, it was a fairly good pay-per-view. Next up is a 2-pack special edition, or limited edition. You get King of the Ring 2000 and Capital Carnage 1999, I believe. Yeah, 99. Yeah, and this was £5, so and this one, next one is really rare, and it's a really expensive one. And I got this for £2 as well off my market, which is WCW/NWO Road Wild 1998, and this was the Battle Royale. It was the two NWO groups versus, and Goldberg in a Battle Royale, and I think Goldberg won. Yeah. So yeah, it was a really good pay-per-view. These are two. This is the first one, which is the original Attitude Era DVD. The Rock, Know Your Role. And I've finished all my Rock DVDs except from the Blu-ray/DVD. So yeah, that one. Next up is a really expensive one to find, which is Rock Bottom. Yeah, I picked it up for like £3.50. This was like £5. And it was, and this is a really good quality. I mean, yeah, there's some marks over there, but I don't really care. In your house, it was a great event, in my opinion. Well, no, it wasn't really a great event, but it was a fairly good event, But yeah, that's that. Next up is the first ever WWF DVD. WrestleMania 15. I got it for £4. And to be honest, this is a really good deal for, the first ever WWF DVD. And I was really excited to get this. I went into the market, it was like that, it was kind of like that on the shelf. So, there was DVDs stacked on top of it and everything, so I couldn't see the price. So I was like, holy crap, WrestleMania 15. Took it out. It was £4, so I was like, okay, no. Second WWF DVD, Stone Cold Hell Yeah. This was a great DVD. I'm trying to get all Stone Cold DVDs, but I've only got one so far. So it's not really working out for me, but SummerSlam 98. Oh no, 99. This was a great event. Next up is The Rock People's Champ. This is a great DVD. Great little documentary of The Rock. Royal Rumble 2000. This was a great pay-per-view. I loved the Royal Rumble match. Rikishi and Too Cool dancing. That was just hilarious. Next up is WrestleMania 2000. This wasn't too bad. A lot of people said, "Oh God, it was a terrible event." And some of the matches, yeah, I know, weren't very good, but others were really good matches. So yeah. Next up is SummerSlam 2000. This was a good event as well. You had some of these great matches, and yeah. Mick Foley, Hard Knocks and Cheap Hops. I believe this was my first WWF DVD I had. And yeah, if you don't know what's on, it's Torchwood Season 1. I'm watching it, you know. I love Torchwood. So yeah, off that topic, next one is Royal Rumble 2001. Great pay-per-view. Nothing to say, it was that good, you know. It's just so amazing, I can't really say anything about it. So yeah. Next up, I picked this up for £10 in CEX, which is WrestleMania 17. When I found it, I was like, well, you know, I should pick it up because it's really rare. And to this day, still, I know, yeah, WWE deciding to get rid of Silver Vision for the European market. You know, WWF are allowed to come back now, you know. In the sense they're allowed to show WWF DVDs now, or matches. So yeah, without them being interfered by blood or something. So, you know, great WrestleMania though. Next one is, actually, bearing in mind that, next two is Backlash 2001. I had one until I went to the market last week, and some guy was trying to sell these DVDs to the guy who owns it, and so I was like, you know, is it alright if I buy some off him as well? And he was like, yeah, sure. So I picked up about 10 of them, and well, to be honest, he added Backlash to it as well, and so I've got 2 now. But yeah, great event. And some people will probably be like, oh, you lucky bitch, or something like that, you know. Next up is Judgment Day. Good event as well, you know. All 2001 events, in my opinion, are great. The ones I've actually seen so far. King of the Ring 2001. Great event. Next one is Invasion 01. I got this for £4. So yeah, I was like, well, I'm so pleased with this. It's Invasion. It's a great event, you know. Especially the RVD versus Jeff Hardy. Next one is WWF Action. A great documentary about action matches, or, you know, whatever. Hardcore matches. Next one is Hardy Boys Leap of Faith. I believe this is the first WWE/WWF DVD the Hardys actually had, and it was a great DVD. Next one is Before They Were Superstars, the WWF version. You know, this is Volume 1, sorry. No, yeah, Volume 1. And I thought it was great, you know, I was kind of sceptical about this, because I thought, well, to be honest, I wasn't really too sure if I'd like it. But when I bought it, I was like, oh my god, you know, seeing what, you know, the story behind the wrestlers, I mean, I thought it was outstanding, considering what it was, you know. And it was a short documentary as well. It wasn't that long. It was about 5 minutes per superstar, but yeah. Next up is Unforgiven 01. And this came with the deal I did on Saturday on the market. And this was a great pay-per-view. The Rock, Just Bring It. I thought it was pretty cool. No Mercy 01. Loved this pay-per-view. Rebellion 01. I got this with the deal as well. £40, which was fairly cheap. Next up is Vengeance 01, which was a great pay-per-view. Obviously you got Stone Cold versus Kurt Angle, and then you got The Rock versus Chris Jericho. And, you know, and then, you know, because it came WWF Championship match for the Stone Cold versus Kurt Angle won. World Championship match, The Rock versus Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho won. Oh, sorry, no. Stone Cold won for the WWF Championship belt. Chris Jericho won for that, and then Chris Jericho became the first ever undisputed champion. My time's running out, so I'll probably do this as part 1. Part 2 will be coming up shortly. So this is 1, 2 Films. Peace. Peace out.